Good morning, YouTube. It's a dull morning here in New Zealand, and I thought I'd just go over a few small changes, nothing major. What I've done in the orchid house. I brought this one out here because I think it will do better out here than in there. The moss is staying nice and green, which is good. The other thing, my Vandas were doing, well, terrible, to be honest. They were thoroughly neglected. So I visited another Orchid Society's members' house last night, and I had a look at their Vandas, and they just got them in baskets with nothing around the roots, and just a little bit of Spanish moss in there. So I'm going to give them a go, but this is their last chance, to be honest with you. This one just, the buds blasted again and didn't do anything, and that one's got very poor roots, so I'm not holding up much hope for that one. This one's doing much better. It's got a couple of green roots and it has got some new shoots coming, so I'm hoping that one's going to pick up, but we'll see. Epicat's in flower now. It's a very, very nice scent on it. It's a very pretty little flower. Try and get a close-up of it. There you go. Come on, focus. Not gonna focus. Oh, there you go. So that's quite pretty. These ones here are all but finished. The little yellow, that was my dog. She stood on something. Don't know what. That one's still going all right. This one's just about going over now. This one's just about finished now as well. And this one's probably on its last legs as well. But that's okay. I've moved the sarks over here to give them a little bit more light, I think. So there's just a few still flowering there. Streptocarpus up there. I've got one flower on that one. That's the big plant that I bought at the Orchid Society meeting last year. Beginning of last year, I think it was. And I split it up. It was a huge plant and I split it up. And I think there's another one flowering back there, if you can see it. So it's quite a nice, pretty purpley blue one. So I'm quite pleased about them flowering up there because I believe I read or heard somewhere that if you split a plant, it doesn't flower very well. You're better off taking cuttings. But yeah, it seems to be doing all right. What else is happening? The mounts are doing well. They're picking up. This one here with the four growths is coming away nicely. It's doing really well. It gets really healthy looking, that one. I'm really chuffed with that one, so I'm hoping it's going to flower and put on a really good display. That is Laelia, can't read it. Oh, let's grab the ticket. Oh, it's stuck right in. Oh no, I'm pulling a leaf. Oh dear, it's good enough for me. What's that one? Laelia. Can't pronounce that. Trickle Treat. So I know that that's going to be a purple one. So hopefully I'll just stick it down in there. So yeah, that's coming away. Lots of new growths on everything else. So I'm quite pleased about that. The scurrier, as they call it here, but it's lava rock, seems to be doing okay. I mean, that one's not got a growth on it at the moment, but that one's got a growth in it, so that's coming up. I'm just about to see the growth. It's very dark. It's just there. I hope you can see that. So that one's got a new growth. Also the one in the pumice, it's got a new growth. Apparently you can buy this pumice. You get it in the hydroponic shop in Christchurch, so I'll try and get some of that. These two new growths back here are coming away nicely. There's new growth, lots of new growth, so I'm really pleased about that. Another new growth on that one there. Is that Macnellara? What's that one there? That's a good day. Get that one. Yeah, Macnellara Yellow Star. So the friend I visited last night, the orchid buddy, his has actually got a spike on it, so that should have a spike, but obviously it didn't grow that well last year. What else is new? Nothing much this side. Oh yes, there is. I've got a couple of these Miltonias. I thought I'd give them another go. They're very, very young plants. So I'm giving them another go out here. And see if I can, bring them on. But I don't know. I'm not holding up. I don't have much confidence in myself with those because they were one of the first orchids that I promptly killed. Just new growths coming. I've got a new growth coming down there. You can see it in that den. So yeah, things are doing well. And I'm going to step on Ruby. They're all doing well down there. Begonias are all okay. The two little rescue ones, they're not really doing much. They're just sat there, but they haven't croaked yet, so that's good. And the other ones are just doing well. The babies here of the Streptocarpus are really picked up now. As you can see, they've greened up nicely, and they really are putting on a fair bit of growth. So I might have to repot some of those soon. So that's good. And that's babies of the blue one I showed you at the beginning. So it's a rather nice one. So outside now, and we've made a decision that we're going to remove this tray. This is the north side facing, so this is where all the sun comes from. And this tree does give rather a lot of shade, along with these two beside of it. So that one there and that one there. So we're having those trees, these two are just being topped because it holds the wire. But this one here is going to be removed completely. So I'll get a lot more light in the orchid house because I've taken the shade cloth down now because the sun's much higher in the sky. So hopefully that'll give me a lot more light, and I'll be able to, not use the lights so much because it is a huge great tree, and that's being removed mid-January. So I've got to remove this sort of arch with the clematis on it, which is fine. And, I might lose a few of these plants down here, but that's fine. We just need to get rid of that tray. My husband bought me these lovely begonias, the tuberous ones these are. And they like a bit of shade, so I've put them here in front of the orchid house. So anyway, that's all to report. There probably won't be any more videos now before Christmas. So I'd like to wish everybody, all of my subscribers and anybody who watch my videos, I'd like to wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and happy growing for next year. And I do appreciate you subscribing and watching my videos, so thank you very much. And I'll catch up with you in the new year. Bye for now.